Guys, it's no secret. You know that I love barbell apparel. And if you got an athletic build, you're going to love them too, because you can finally wear something that feels as good as it looks. Right now, Barbell Apparel is offering stock up and save deals that you won't want to miss. You can do a full wardrobe update with the deals Barbell is offering right now when purchasing regularly priced items. Customers can save 10% if they purchase 2 of the same item and 20% if they purchase 3 or more of the same item. Don't miss out on these great deals. Their clothing is built to fit athletic bodies, and you'll have complete freedom of movement. The quality and construction is second to none, and their products are guaranteed for a full year. Go to barbellapparel.com/Chael. Take a look at a collection of my favorite items and take advantage of this special offer today. Most people don't know what they're looking at. Guys, when I do this, I'm not attempting to be a condescending prick. I'm attempting to do the opposite. I'm attempting to come in and inform my people, which is you. And I've got to say that because I'm catching myself a little bit lately. I'm not looking down and I'm not trying to talk down. But the last person that you want to ask about MMA is an MMA fan. The last person whose opinion you want of what we should put on camera, when we should throw to the walkouts, who we should put on TV, when we go to commercial, it's the fan. He hasn't the foggiest idea. And this is a real thing. There's a book called The Paradox of Choice. I suggest you get the Cliff Notes. It's pretty helpful. And I was confronted with it one time. And it was talking about the problem that you have when you give people choice. People don't want choice. They do not want it. You go to any pizza restaurant, this is an example from the book, you go to any pizza restaurant, they got to build your own. Every pizza has a build your own. Or they got the Supreme, they got the manager special, and they got the Tuesday night whatever, and they got the spicy buffalo. I share that for you. People don't do the build your own. There was a little restaurant that came to town, came to West Lynn. I ordered a cheeseburger. They came over and they set the condiments down. They said it was this little organized thing, but there was a mustard, there was a ketchup, and there was a mayonnaise. And when they set it down, that told me my burger is dry. And this is over 12 years ago. I never went back. They went out of business fast. And West Lynn, we love restaurants. It was called, it'll dawn on me. But a dessert place, and it was very good, and we were lucky to have it. I thought, they set this down. When they set it down, I go, did you bring me a dry burger? Well, of course we did. We're a retail store, no different than clothing. Shirt and pants, we'll let you pick out yourself. We know that nobody knows what you like you, and I'm going like hell I do. I got 20 things to do. I swung in here for lunch. I did expect that you would cover it. I expected you'd have it all figured out. You'd know exactly how big of the cheese slice would be. You knew where the French fries would go on the plate. You knew to put ice with the Coke unless somebody said no. I'm just sharing with you, but in a very literal sense, I expected them to know this, and so I put it on myself. I didn't like it that much. I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself. I got to tell you, I really don't know. Do you do equal parts ketchup and mustard? But a double part mayonnaise? Because that goes there. I really didn't know. It bothered me. And when I watch MMA guys try to be confronted with choice, or I watch a fan say what they want to see, look, there's stuff going on that you're not witnessing. Promoting a guy is very tough. Vince McMahon. Now, every promoter, Coker and Dana and Chatri, every promoter applies this, but Vince is the only one that came out and said it. And Vince simply said, the only thing I will ever give you, and I will give it to you, is an opportunity. That's the only thing I'm going to give to you. I'm not giving you titles, and I'm not giving you placements, and I'm not giving you main events, and I'm not giving you millions of dollars. And I'm not giving you fans and an audience and a long and extended career. I will give you an opportunity. But then it's on you. So, when you build someone up, when promotion goes right, when a guy's got some really good skills and he can get a belt, it's got to be done. Right then. Okay, right, it's got to be done. That's got to be a box office and that's got to be a draw. Right then. It's a hard path to get there, but once we get there, we got to have a marquee and we got to start getting an ROI. How do you know if a guy's not? They don't tell us the numbers. They don't show us the numbers. Dave Meltzer was making up numbers for years. God bless Dave. I'll admit to you, he was the closest, but he was way off. The most important thing that you guys will do today as your career goes, and I mean this quite literally today, the most important thing at your job is that you can come back tomorrow. You want to do a good job, you want to work hard, and you want to impress. Those aren't the most important thing. The most important thing is that you have a job to come to tomorrow. And when tomorrow comes, the most important thing will be you have a job to come to the next day. But fighting is no different. They asked a bum one time, how come you're still fighting? He said, because they're still paying me. It's not any different. But I'm telling you this because some of you don't see, I don't know what these guys are doing. I have to hear from people who a top 5 draw is. I had to go through this whole thing with Ariel Helwani telling me Holly Holm's a top 5 draw. Holly Holm is a very sweet girl, by the way. Why would you even say something so stupid? With what data do you have to base it? Now, I want to move on from that because you don't know. You don't know who's drawn. But guess who does? The people that bring you back tomorrow. So if you are a champion, if you have the belt, boy, what a road you had to go to get there. I mean, what a story. What an incredible amount of photo shoots, of time on social media. Right, an incredible amount. If you have the strap and you're a co-main event, okay? Your contract comes up and you think you're going to go into this free market business and you think you're going to advertise and you think you're going to get out there and you think if you were a co-main event, why the audience doesn't know and while the Dave Meltzers don't know, Scott Coker knows. Dana White knows. Just so you understand, he looks at this other product and goes, man, you got the belt around this guy and you couldn't headline him? You're screwed. You're completely screwed. It's a very big deal that you never stop competing. When you're going to a press conference, you better be keeping track of who got more questions. And by God, you better be first. If you're not you better start playing. If you're sitting up there at the desk and they go to somebody else before they come to you, got problems. Not a lot you can do about it, but you better do what you can. You better have some friends out there in the audience. You better plant your sister or your wife, and you better text them. You better tell them to prompt you, or you better grab the microphone and say, thank you very much for the question, even though it never came. You better do something because you got problems. I've seen people from foreign countries flown into press conferences. They say goddamn thing. And then it's sad. You're right. It's the kid that's picked last at kickball on recess. We've all been there. We've all seen it. It's this tough thing. So somebody in the media, it's usually Kevin Iole because he's got a big heart. He will throw that person a question that he doesn't possibly get. He just sees that they're sitting up there. He's doing the math. They came in from Brazil. It took them 21 hours of travel. Dana said last question. They're sitting there like a fool. Let me just throw them one. But I'm telling you, you had better be competing nonstop. Those numbers matter. If they don't matter today, they will tomorrow, which is even more important to make sure that you have a job to come to. If the other promoters are watching, just as an example, if you're a co-main on your last fight, the other promoters know what that means, even if you don't. And your audience doesn't, and your coaches aren't smart enough to. And I'm trying to tell you this. I don't want draw ability to be my argument. Now, I realize in this sport, that's generally what we're going to do, but we don't admit it. And I want to be one of those guys. I do not want to come to you and talk about the entertainment era, and this is all that matters. We have an integrity to the sport. We have an integrity to the rankings. Absolutely. Do you know of a bigger fight than Leon versus Colby? You know of a bigger fight to get more attention, that could draw more? And guys, I'm asking for it right now. Right now, today. I don't want to hear about who you think won this and should be ranked here. It's not the question for now. I'm asking you, the landscape it's at, do you believe you can make more money with Leon and Rachmanov? Probably don't think Rachmanov's quite ready. And if I ask you the same question, you guys aren't going to like this one. When I say Leon and Blahal, you're going to come out, right? Blahal's got some really good fans, but guys, you don't have an argument because we already did it. I mean, like, you don't get to come in and tell me this is a stadium. You just don't get to do that. We just did it. I got a real good trajectory of where this is at. I fully admit the sequel is going to be bigger. But you boxed in just a little bit. Will you admit that back to me? Do you think the winner of Burns and Masvidal, do you think that a 3-piece and a soda and not getting an answer for? I'm just asking you fair questions, and I'm just asking you for today. Because that's a checkers player's move, but I'm just trying to play checkers with you. If we're playing chess, think of what Colby's going to do between now and then. Think about what Colby's already done. Colby's had his head in the sand for a year. He resurfaced 5 days ago, and he stomped all of you in the headlines. Stomped you. He has it's not even close. Go to the elbows, the manias, the fightings, the shirt dogs. Go anywhere you want. Go to the underground forum itself. Colby is crushing you guys, and he's been hiding out for a year. I only bring that to you because it's really something that you want to look at. It's not a side that Leon understands. And you know what? There's something very endearing about that. Those true competitors, that grit, that money, by God, that comes second. There's a pandemic, I'll fight in front of an empty building. That's an honor. There's an honor that I absolutely love. But you got to be aware of the other. You got to be real aware. And you'll want to keep the belt. Business is better with the belt. Business is better with participation. It's not just what can we do tonight? Am I more likely to win? There's a lot that goes into the equation. But I don't think when you have a true competitor that he cares. I don't think Leon cares. I think Leon is as tough as day-old salami. That's what I think. I think Leon is getting better. I don't think the fight between Kamaru and Leon showed us how good Leon is. I think the interview with Usman after the fight showed us how good Leon is. That's what I think. I just don't think he's afraid of Colby. I just don't know that he's aware of the importance. When you have that belt, there's no more shots. There's no more opportunities. It's right now. Can you bring in a return or not? Because I'm going to give you a crack at it. But if I got to put you to co-main event, not only am I telling the world I don't need you, I just told the rest of the promoters I don't need you, man. Do not let that happen.